Right, and I think for me, it's I think I'm sort of a results-oriented person, and I only like to put my energy towards things that I can see an actual result. And I don't believe that getting politically involved is actually going to make a difference. And so as long as that is my core belief, I'm not going to spend even 5% of my energy getting educated about the issues. Because I don't actually believe it's going to make a difference. So I guess what would make that be different is, I guess, my core belief that I actually would be able to make a difference by putting my energy there and actually seeing some kind of result from it. And it's hard when you really, I mean, I keep going back to this interconnection. You know, we're not just disconnected from our government. Like, this government was designed for small local communities and expanding out. And so was our, you know, the way that our food was grown and our waste system. Our waste system was in our backyard and our food was in our backyard. So it was all very easy to see where it comes from and where it goes. We don't have that anymore. We have that disconnected, our political system's disconnected, and yet we have this television that, you know, we can see all over the world, but we don't really know what's going on in our backyard anymore, or how we affect what's going on in our neighborly community, in our larger community, and in the rest of the world. The interconnections have gotten so complex that it's almost impossible to move that.
Well, yeah, as getting civilized, has it disconnected us or made us more effective? I think it's made us less effective because we can't, like you said, see the effects of our behavior from tit to tat, just from like a domino. We don't see the next domino fall.
Right.
Like you said, we don't even know like where our shit goes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's the problem.
We really don't.
You know, that's an issue.
And we really don't know where, like, you know, these objects come from, like, at all.
Or where they go.
Or where they go, where they pass from our hands.
Exactly.
But I think so for me, my question is more like, so if our political system was designed for this lifestyle that nobody lives anymore, part of it's like, okay, how do we change our lifestyles? Absolutely. And part of it's like, what is the new political system that's going to look like that can handle this kind of society that we live in? Because it's not like it's necessarily bad or wrong. It's designed for a different model of society that we've evolved from. So we're
just like plaid, you know?
we evolved out of plaid.
Just like plaid?
Just like plaid.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's no longer surface. It's just very, it's just really old. It's just not working. It's not providing people a way to participate, and it's so old that people know how to rig the system.
Yeah, but also I don't think that our individual actions used to affect the global society in the same way that it does now.
Considering, yeah, we did really well monetarily.
Yeah, this kind of global industry that we have now, and the choices that we make of Americans, our political climate here really even more than ever affects people all over the world. And so our choices that we make politically aren't just about our neighborhood and our country. The choices that we make politically affect everybody. Both just like on a real systemic level, but also like as a model, you know? I mean, because there's a camera and everything that we're doing and everyone sees. And I just think that we need a system that reflects that complexity and all the different, it's hard, like, how do you design this for all the different kinds of consciousness that we have, all this different.
See, I don't think the system is. But I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying. I think it's less about the complication of the system and more about the corruption in the system. In other words, I'll take the system as it is if you'll take all the corruption out of it. And I don't think it's complicated.
But the system
provides
the corruption.
Yeah, no, I would just say that the system has become corrupted because it's not working.
That's the thing.
You can't make it work because it doesn't work.
Right.
It's just impossible. As Christina was saying, like, the complexity is just not. It's of a different era, and that we've tried to force it into this new era is part of the corruption, right? I think that's, and so that.